Hello everyone, I'll be your host tonight with my show Live at 5 with Jake Watson. Stay tuned.
This is CNN Breaking News.
Today's broadcast, a rather new and futuristic topic, NeuroLink. The neurotechnology company is paving its path into the future. So, just imagine having a chip, really small, being implanted into your brain and using that to control technology. That's what NeuroLink is all about. But as we move forward into the future, certain questions arise about the safety and ethics of such technology. So, the true question is, does NeuroLink have an effect in brains in animals during the testing phase, and can that lead to illnesses in humans? The company NeuroLink is working to improve its implantable brain-machine technology. Founded in 2016 by multi-billionaire Elon Musk, NeuroLink's primary goal is to create a partnership between the human brain and computers. With an implantable brain-computer interface, NeuroLink plans to give people who are paralyzed in all four limbs, or in other words, have paraplegia, the chance to gain mobility. The device itself is a small chip, which is about the size of a coin, and it's connected to flexible threads that are thinner than human hair, and are designed to be implanted into the brain, where it then can interconnect directly with neurons, which control the patient's motor skills, and also consist of speech, movement, and behavioral functions. The device is surgically inserted by a robot rather than a human, to limit the chance of failure when inserting the chip under the skull. Now that we know a little bit about NeuroLink and how the brain chip works exactly, let's now go over how the company manages their animal testing and what kind of procedures they conduct. However, the journey to human testing has been subject to controversy. NeuroLink has conducted several extensive tests on animals, which has raised ethical and safety dilemmas. 2 years ago in December, NeuroLink was seen in violation of the Federal Animal Welfare Act due to staff complaints saying that animal tests were being too rushed and many innocent lives of animals were being killed. Now let's play a short clip of what Mr. Williams had to say, who's actually a former NeuroLink scientist who worked at NeuroLink, had to say in a rally for animal rights, and in general what he had to say on NeuroLink and animal testing.
Mr. Williams, what are your thoughts on NeuroLink and animal testing?
I think that what they're doing to the animals is very cruel, because studies show that at least 1,500 animals have been murdered during these very inhumane tests. And my colleagues and I actually used to work for NeuroLink, and they're very rushed. So I believe that it's going to be very unstable when they start doing it to humans.
Thank you.
And joining us now is an active NeuroLink scientist, Ryan Smith, who's willing to discuss the behind the scenes of animal testing at NeuroLink. Good afternoon, Ryan. Good afternoon, Jake. So Ryan, the first question for you is today, can you tell me and the people behind the camera what really happens in the testing phase and the type of procedures you guys use when you're conducting the test on the animals for your new products? To answer your question about the technology we've been working on, I'll just discuss about the most famous technology we've been working on, and that's the brain chip at NeuroLink. So at NeuroLink, we start by implanting the chip into the brain, and then we monitor the brain activity that the animal shows using the chip. So the animal can use its cognitive functions with the chip, which consist of thinking of something, or like listening, or just doing a certain action. So for example, when the animal thinks of something or does a certain reaction, or has a certain reaction, so to say, we see a spike in brain activity through the computers in real time. And then we also filter out the noise to decode the certain actions performed and the signals shown via the computers. So an example I'd like to show with you, Jake, and the viewers watching as well, is we had our first monkey learn to move a cursor on the screen and control a robotic arm through its brain activity just by thinking. And then to wrap up my answer for your question, I just want to say that our main goal with NeuroLink and animal testing is to analyze how neural signals correspond with specific thoughts and actions that our animals have. So then one day our researchers can improve the brain-machine interface technology, which one day can be used by humans. Wow, thank you for sharing, Mr. Smith. And I just have one more question for you today. And the question is, how exactly did NeuroLink get stated as being in violation of the Federal Animal Welfare Act? And were there any issues that occurred in the lab to make this possible? Well, Jake, the only answer to that question is yes, we had a problem in one of our labs. So specifically, me and my team at NeuroLink conducted several tests on the animals at the University of California over the course of 3 years. We did this one particular test on a monkey, and we called him Animal 15. So with Animal 15, we started the test as we normally do with most monkeys, We start by drilling 2 holes into the monkey's brain and then inserting the chip, which the animal can later use. After the surgery, we applied surgical glue, which we also call bioglue, to fill the holes. And then nearly a couple months later, our personnel at NeuroLink had euthanized the monkey due to its severe decline in health. The monkey noticed severe brain swelling and itching in the brain after the implantation, but we did not notice any malfunction that the brain chip had seen, or that can be transmittable to, or similar to human issues. Wow, thank you for sharing, Mr. Smith. It's been my pleasure. Thank you for having me. From what we learned from Mr. Smith just seconds ago, let's now dive into the most important part of NeuroLink, human testing. With animal trials underway and all ethical dilemmas being blamed on NeuroLink, the company is now transitioning into human testing and actively looking for new patients. Could NeuroLink be the end of the global humanity by creating a very transmittable virus? Let's find out. This is the first ever patient with NeuroLink, 29-year-old paraplegic Nolan Arbaugh. Due to a freak diving accident, he is incapable of using all his four limbs. In a statement, Elon Musk has said he has made a full recovery ever since receiving the chip. In this video, he plays chess without the use of his hands, except just by thinking. Now, as we advance, the balance between innovation and responsibility will shape the future and its impact on human health. So, just to answer today's topic, NeuroLink scientists have not noticed any illnesses in the animal tests that could possibly lead to human sufferings from a specific disease or illness. As of now, all we know is Nolan has progressed well, and he holds technological power over the normal human being. So, that concludes our show. Thank you for watching, and stay with us and watch other episodes where we continue to explore and delve further into the progression of science and technology. As always, I'm Jake Watson, and I'll see you later.